Hi everyone, it's Diane again with Tattered Edges Design, and here for part 2 of the exciting Halloween card making session. So let's just get to it. It's in case you missed the first one, this is just cut white cardstock, cut in half, folded. And I have some Halloween papers here. This is cheapy Hobby Lobby one. This one, I have no idea since the bottom is cut off. It's kind of old anyway. But I kind of thought, how dumb would it look if I used this, you know, as a background and then put one of these on it? I thought that would be kind of cute. So, I don't know if I'm going to cover the whole thing or leave a bit of a border, maybe a border. Okay, I think I'm going to leave a border, in which case I'm going to actually be a person and use my paper cutter so it's nice and straight, and then I'll fussy cut one of these guys for a focal point, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are cut out. I did glue down the background paper here. This is not glued down yet, but that's cute. I like that paper. So anyway, where do we go from here? I was thinking, you know, a word or something. So let's see, I've got this paper has wordage there. Well, I'd say something with the black on it so it stands out. So you want October 31st or trick or treat. I guess we'll go with October 31st. Oh, this is Authentique, by the way. I bought that last year, maybe the year before. Anyway, it's not new. Yeah, speaking of Halloween, I wonder what it'll be like this year with the way things have been going, and then we may not be trick-or-treating this year, huh? I won't get into that. Okay, so what does this do for anybody? Okay, definitely needs a border. Let's see. There's some black cardstock. Yeah, that'll do it. I think though, I think we want to rip again. Let's go around. The bottom straight. Oh, we could even put it off kilter, couldn't we? Well, that's actually, I kind of like it crooked, but I think I'll ink the edges. Just my pad here. Glue. So, could you all stand the suspense since I broke this up into 2 videos? I know nobody could sleep until I posted this second Halloween video, right? Right, Di. Okay. Okay, so if we got this, I was thinking too of stitching around, but the glue is not dry under there, so I didn't want to stitch yet. What if we put washi behind the cat or on the bottom? more ribbon. I've still got the ribbon box here from the previous session. Well, that's kind of cute. This, I don't know. Well, I think this matches better, but this is cuter. Alright, we'll go with cuter since I know to whom I am giving this card, so. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I glue the edges of my washi tape because I don't trust it. Diane, you're a cynic. No, just realistic. Now, let's see if we can get it so it looks like it's going all the way under. Do you guys do that too, or do most of you aren't as cheap as I am and actually run a whole piece across? Okay, that looks pretty straight. Ew, fuzzy. No thanks. You can't see a purple glue stick on black paper, can you? Centered. I think so. So after my first video, did you all go, oh, I gotta make Halloween cards? Don't answer that. Okay. That's cute. Definitely not done. I don't know, ribbons. Any more? I don't know if we want another image because that's not very large. So if you put another image, it's going to compete. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll pause and stitch, and then we will see what that looks like and take it from there. So I'll be back after it's been stitched around. Okay, we have been sewn around, and I couldn't decide between zigzag and straight stitch and messy stitch, so I did all three. Can you see? I'll have to cough from it. Sorry. So I like that. But I still think it needs, actually that's okay, but it needs something. I've got a few things out here. I have my official Bat Punch, Studio G, and some sequins. I don't know, maybe the leaf ones. These, I've had these for, oh, I don't know, 5, 6, you name it, years. I think they're from just like Walmart. Sorry if I got my hair in there. I'm still kind of new at videoing. I'm not used to watching out for the camera. It's kind of cute. All right, let's glue those down. These do have a little bit of a curve to them, so you have to kind of hold it for a second there. Let the glue grab. There. Yeah, it's a little pizzazz there. All right. Well, do we want to go a few bats or a bow? Maybe a bow with the leaves would be nice. Let me grab my ribbon box. And here too we have another very high-end storage container. Yeah, I think I have a ghost in my house that likes to play with my ribbon. Every time I open my ribbon box, there's always spools sort of askew. I don't know why. Well, I don't know. It would be boring and just go with the orange that was already out. Yeah. Off-white. No, that's too boring. Alright, get rid of the ribbon box and go with the orange. Let's make yet again, every one of them so far has an orange bow on them. I notice I say M and something and stuff like that a lot. What can I say? I'll try to be more sophisticated. Yeah. Okay. You talked me into it. Okay, but as long as we have our official bat punch here, maybe I'll put a couple up there. These are, if you can see in my hand, really tiny. And here's the scrap of that black craft paper we were using before. Well, that worked well. How hard is it to punch a bat? These are little. Yeah, actually that's kind of fun. Want another one? Have one going upside down? Or does it look like eyeballs on the pumpkin? Well, let's see, we definitely need another one anyway. Yeah, that's better. It doesn't look so eyeball, does it? Okay. Well, I'd say this card is kind of good for me. I don't, in case you didn't already get that, I don't put a lot of dimensional things on cards. I want to send them in the mail. I don't want to put them in a box. I don't want extra postage. I don't want to fuss. So I just do it so they can get mailed like regular mail. Unless it's for someone, I can hand it off. I have done that. I don't know, we want that one to be upside down. Maybe. All right. Okay, I think this one is good to go. Can we see there? And these leaves are coming up. All right, I'm going to set them aside with my hand-painted rock I use for a weight and put the weight on the leaves. Okay, card number 4. Now this recipient is a cat person, so I did grab this paper, which is what? It's Cartabella, also from a couple years ago. but there are a couple cats on here. Maybe this one's kind of mod, artsy, and we'll leave a black border around it. Yeah, these kind of size images on scrapbook paper are fun for making ATCs too, or tags. I've done a lot of that in my paper crafting career. Yeah, I'm reaching into a little garbage can over there in case you wonder, why does she keep cutting over there? What is she doing? Alright, now that's awfully small, so actually it's kind of cool, kind of artsy that way. If we, you know, have a back, not necessarily this, but a background, and keep our center of interest up over here. Alright, let's see what kind of background paper we can get out of the Halloween. And by the way, in case you're all going, oh my gosh, no, there are other holidays in this box. This isn't all Halloween. Although there is a lot, I admit it. But I have been doing paper crafts for a number of years. Oh, that's not bad. A number of years. So, you know, you accumulate and people give you gifts. No, too busy. Well, that's not bad. Let's just grab that. Come back here. Okay, sequins out of the way. Oop. Hope I didn't bump the camera. What is this? Fancy pants. Are they even around anymore? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. 2014. You see this? You think of something like 2014 that was 6 years ago already? I mean, I don't know. It's an old age thing. You kind of can't keep up with what year it is. I think if we cut down here, that'll be good. Come across there. Okay, I'm gonna go to my paper cutter so it looks nice and neat and tailored, and I'll be back once we're cut. Okay, I'm back, and I went ahead and glued this down just now. So we have our image over here. That kind of leaves a border, so I was thinking, you know, are we back to a ribbon? I don't think I want orange, but this is handy. It's not bad. Or I've got some washi here. No, I don't like that color. The problem, I have other washies, but they all run horizontally. That's gonna look dumb. This one. That's not bad. I don't know if it's too wide. Let's look. Let's see. Besides my ribbon box, I have a trim box. It's got, oh, that's blue, not black. Trim in it. What about this? Actually, this would be kind of funny that the person I'm making this card for actually sent me this ribbon as a, you know, ribbon on a package. I think I'm going to do that just sort of for fun. Okay, do we want it all the way down, or do we want it maybe just like halfway? Well, maybe we should decide what we're going to do in the other area before we commit. So if we want something here, let's see, I've got this paper I pulled out. Who is this? Oh, Mind's Eye. They're not around anymore either, are they? What are we going to do when all these paper companies go out of business? Yeah, that's not bad. But which one? What would you pick? Actually, those colors match really well. I'll go with that. There's one right over here. I'm gonna go all the way to the black, yeah. Oh no, she's fussy cutting again. And I know I'm going really slow. I don't tend to do curves and circles that well, so I go slow. And I also have potatoes boiling on the stove for mashed potatoes, so I may have to cut this short. I don't know, do you guys do that? You crafter girls out there? Of course, I guess guys too. You know, you kind of steal away crafting minutes while the potatoes are boiling, or you're waiting for the washer to stop or something. Not that I don't get, you know, maybe an hour to myself to craft or whatever, but I do sneak away. My craft area is right off my kitchen. So I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. Okay, yeah, I like that. And what about washing maybe on the bottom? Then we can use one of these horizontal ones. Too much. Not the right color. I don't think I'm gonna like this one, but let's look. No. Alright, I got one more. No. Okay. Yeah, what are we gonna do down there? Or do we even want this up here? No, forcing. I think we're gonna punch some, get off subject here. I think we're gonna punch some bats to put up by that main image. Let's do that quick. Okay, just something for later. I don't know. Well, instead of sitting here going I'm gonna look and I'll come up with something and be back when I do. Okay, I didn't have far to go. I should have just left the camera running. I took the bottom of the same sheet where I cut this. Perfect, huh? And then I also decided I had it going all the way across, and that kind of threw the balance off because the image is over. So I just cut it to fit here. So I'm going to glue that down. And then I think I'm going to keep this short-ish. And then I was kind of thinking of running orange over it. I kind of like that. So I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me glue a bunch of stuff and talk about, you know, idle chit-chat that nobody wants to hear. So I'm going to do that and check on my potatoes, and I will be back later. Well, good morning out there. I am back. And since I said good morning, you may suspect that, yes, another day has gone by. I didn't get to finish these yesterday. So here we are. This is the one we left off on. And I took a little liberty. I did some wacky wavy stitching around and everything's glued down. And I was thinking it still could use a little extra. So I grabbed those sequins I used on the other ones again, plus these big gold ones. So let's see. Yeah, these are pretty big for a sequin, if you can tell by the size of my hand here. But I picked these up at a thrift store. They weren't even in their original packaging, so I don't know who made these. It's kind of fun. All right, we're gluing down. And in case, let's see which way, in case you're gluing down sequins and you get glue on the other side and it's sort of, I don't know if you can tell there, but it dulls it. You can take a damp towel and wipe it off, which I may do later. Okay, hold those for a second. Here, Rock, you hold those for a second. I will say, for everyone that's oohing and ahhing over that rock, I did actually get that design out of an old, some kind of a collectible 70s book that showed painted rocks. Oh, that would work good. So it's not my original flower design. Here, we'll turn it so you can see how great it is. Now let's see, I want this a little more in. Okay, I think this one is good to go. Which means we're about done. I also took a few more liberties last night before I went to bed. I like to kind of sit and do some little cross stitch or easier chore or something like that. And I made envelopes to go with these. Let's see. I generally do that. Goes with this. It's just marker, and I don't think I need to tell you all these are freehand because, you know, here this one goes with this. I don't really expect these people to save the envelopes, and I don't even really want to know if they save the cards. Don't tell me. And then this one is this. I tried to kind of emulate the border here. And the last liberty I took before I turned the camera on was I stamped a bunch of innards. So these are all done and ready to go. I might draw a black border around that. Here, let's try one. Oh yeah, you know what, maybe I'll ink this one too. Let's ink. I know too, it's got stars on it. Maybe we should draw some dark stars there. Let's see. Yeah, I had that brainy idea yesterday and I kind of forgot about it. That might be fun by the bats. Let me grab a marker. This is my Faber-Castell XS that's running out just a little. They're not even that even. They're nice and wacky, so I don't have to be that even. Kind of like it. Okay, stop tinkering. And press down your sequins again. But yeah, let's try an innie. You can't, if you do this yourself, I'm interested, like here you obviously can see the stitching. If that bugs you, you could certainly glue a paper over it. I don't think I'm gonna bother. And I don't think I want this perfect. I'm not gonna use a ruler. I'll make it a little wavy like the stitching on the front. You could stitch it too. To me that's a little overkill. Get this to line up somewhat good. That's not bad. Yeah, I like that. I think I'll do it on the other ones, but I won't make you watch that. So, I know, I say so a lot. I'll try to watch that. These are done. Let's look at them. So here's this one. See? And the vintagey looking one. Oh, I did put the bow under. Remember, I was having trouble where to put the bow. This one, I really like that background paper, as busy as it is. And last but not least, the spooky one. So, oh, she said it again. Anyway, so these are my Halloween cards that I made for this year. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a nice day out there, and thanks for viewing.